Alrighty, ladies. What time is it? Ask
Ask
your
your
aunties. He said Mariah Carey 25th anniversary of Butterfly.
I was trying to get just a little, a little.
Wait, not another butterfly reference though.
Right. I mean, it's a bomb ass album. And by the way, another diva. Have you seen Janet at Paris Fashion?
Yes,
Man,
at the
she
at the
looks
Tom
so
Brown
fucking
show.
good.
At the Tom
In the
Brown
Louis,
show,
in the Louis
looking
Vuitton.
just living life.
I'm
And
like,
you know what the funny
Janet.
thing is? I was looking at pictures this morning before all the chaos. I was looking at pictures this morning as I was scrolling through and looking at some of the fashion shows or whatever. And I was looking at her at the Tom Brown with Erica Badu. And I
Yeah.
forget somebody was in the middle of them. And then
Uh-huh.
Anno Tour was right next to her and just looking flawless. And I was just sitting there thinking, she had a Birkin bag in front of her. She was
Yep.
wearing all Tom Brown,
Yep.
his like classic check with, stripes.
I
red,
love
white,
his
blue.
stuff.
It's really, really good. I want to get one of his skirts actually.
Same
I want to get
here.
I want to get one of his skirts.
Ooh.
I think it's my goal by the end of this year, which is
Okay.
to get. I want to get a skirt.
She
Let's
looks
do it.
amazing.
We should let's get skirts
Ooh.
and because we're trying to find time to actually do official pictures. Finally, 3.5 years in, we should wear skirts for our picture.
I'd be down for that. And I talked to my friend about doing our photos, so we
Ooh,
good.
dope. Okay,
We
perfect.
got that.
Covered.
But it just reminded me, Carell, I have to introduce you to my friend Kevin.
Okay.
Kevin, I don't think we had a conversation with him. No, that's right, because Kevin.
Oh,
used
no, the
to work with
stylist.
at Express. Yes,
Yeah, remember we had him on one time when he was in Japan at the time.
he. That's right. He lives in Philly now.
You know, I think I did know that and kind of spaced on that.
So I'm gonna have to link y'all up.
Absolutely.
Got you.
I think I'm even
we
friends
gonna
with
get
them
your
on-
friendship group up.
I know that's
We gonna
right.
we gonna
But
get
specifically
you
my
some
black friends. That's where I'm aiming for in Philly.
Right.
I mean, I'm friends with everybody, but
Right.
specifically, I just
Black
the
people.
black people.
Yes.
Black gays. Come on,
Yeah.
that's my steez. Anyway, okay. What's the
Can we
Wait,
talk
wait,
about
should
this
we do
Ask
it
Your
again?
Auntie?
Ask your auntie.
Should we do the whole Ask Your Aunties again?
All right, no, they know how we do.
Yeah.
Let's see. It says, "Hey, you want to read it, Landon? You read it."
I'll read it. Hey aunties, you can use V for ask your aunties. Great. We can use your name. Great. I'm 26, itching to leave my home state of Florida that I've been in my whole life, basically. I work in D&I initiatives and event coordinating, and I really want to live in an area that is pro-black and pro-queer. My number one place that I've wanted to move to has been at the top of my list since 2019. However, my most recent ex, who also works within the same field as me, just moved there 2 months ago, and now I'm debating whether or not I should go. I'm more so taken aback because I know he moved after I had already drafted my plans out and spoken about my move multiple times with him when we were together. We'd been broken up for almost a year, but he made a point to tell me that he was moving here back in July. So now I'm like, okay, what do y'all think? Should I still move there? Also, what are some cities that you all feel a black queer person in their late 20s will thrive? Thanks, V. Love that question. The thrive.
That is
piece.
go to Atlanta, ho. I mean, honest. Hey, let me even back up from that. Don't let somebody dictate your life. If you want
Like
to move
that.
somewhere, fucking move there.
You do you, boo.
And even if you run into that person, so what?
So what?
No. So take that off. Don't let that be a hindrance. That's from jump, because you're gonna get later in life and realize, A, it wasn't that big a deal, and then be mad that you didn't do something you truly felt you needed to do for yourself. So take that off the board. But honestly, anywhere in your 20s, if it's a larger area, I'm so pro city. I think I'm gonna be a city boy the rest of my life. Despite growing up in small town America, there's an energy that I just get from being in a larger city, especially in your 20s and their late 20s. Whew. I mean, my late 20s, I was in Chicago. Whew. That's another one. Honey.
Chicago is a great city. 20s, 30s.
Your whole
whatever,
life, really.
your whole life. I'll tell
Yeah.
you some places not to go. Boston is a big thumbs down.
Yeah,
Boston is racist
Boston
as
is the
fuck.
Florida of the Northeast.
It really is.
It really is, because it's surrounded by a whole bunch of cool ass states
And the funny thing is,
and other cities.
it's funny you say that because actually I asked this person that sent this in. I was like, "Where do you live now? Do you feel comfortable saying?" It? And they live in Florida. And so that's why That's why they're trying to get out.
Right.
Yeah,
Boston
you
is
gotta go.
not it. Boston
go,
is
girl.
not it. I'll tell you another
Molly,
city that's not
you're in
it.
danger, girl.
I'll tell you another city that's not it. Houston ain't it. It sucks. I'm done.
Wait, okay, so it sucks for being queer because it's a very black city. Well, parts.
It is. The part about Houston in general, and I'm from Houston, so I could say that, but I still love home. That's where I grew up. Houston is one of those places that lacks an identity and is very spread out to the point where you can have a master planned community here, and then Joe's used car sales shop where we finance here, and they sold a car in 5 years, right? So there's no zoning laws in Houston, which makes it very, God, I hate using this word, but I'm just going to use it. It's segregated. It is predominantly black. Yeah, it's a great place. It's very diverse. But where that diversity is what matters. And it's not in places where it's generally like it's not in wealthy areas. It's not in the Galleria. It's not in Sugarland. It's not in Katy. And those are suburbs of Houston. So while yes, pro-black and pro-gay, it's not those two things together. Like, and Houston doesn't have it has Midtown, so everything is so spread out. It's not like you can really go out and drink if you're gonna drive, and you have to drive everywhere. And Ubers and Lyfts, because it's so large. I know in Texas, yeah, they will, but it doesn't make it right. It's just so spread out that it takes forever to get anywhere in Houston. Somebody be like, how long does it take to get from Houston to Houston? About an hour.
Yeah.
About an hour. So it's not a place where I think right now in your late 20s is a place that you want to be. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, and I know I was kind of joking. Atlanta, if you're really trying to pro-black and pro-queer, and I speak on this just because I've lived a lot of places at this point. Atlanta is just different than anywhere I've lived.
Yeah.
It's so black. It's so black.
Hey,
and it's
black
so
is it?
It's so black. No, I don't even got no joke for it. But and it's the spectrum of blackness, and it's the spectrum of queerness. However, there is some segregation. It's still very. You got your black gay crowd, and you got your white gay crowd, and some of it intermingles here and there. But
that was a big gulp, Dewan.
She said, "This day, ho, I'm taking it down."
Wow.
But it would have been cool. It would have been cool in my 20s to live in Atlanta. It was cool in my 30s living in Atlanta. But Dewan gonna be done by this episode. We got the high episode of Dewan. We about to get the drunk episode of Dewan.
Self-care, baby. Self-care.
Literally, took the biggest. So if y'all are not watching, you have to watch. Dewan took the biggest wig. You would have thought it was just plain water, honey. He said one.
She's a professional. She's a professional.
And then just went over to the bookshelf or to the windowsill and did this.
Oh,
she said, "I'm drinking this down." Bottoms up. But yeah. So anyway, I mean, this episode from Jump was just one of them episodes. But yeah. So again, though, I think I just go back to my original statement. don't let anyone dictate where you moving because you don't want to run into them. It ain't that
Facts.
deep. Like it's not
Facts.
that deep. But if I were in my late 20s, it would have to be a major city. It probably would have to be like a New York, an Atlanta, or Chicago. Like
What
I
about
ain't going
Charlotte? What about Charlotte?
no, it ain't there yet.
I don't
It
know
ain't there
anything
yet.
about Charlotte, so
I've been there
Charlotte's
once.
cute.
It's cute.
It's
is it
cute.
pro
It's
gay,
cute.
pro black?
Yeah,
It's-
it ain't all the way there.
Well, I mean, okay.
Yet. It ain't all the way there yet.
It's liberal for the area.
There we go.
And on
That
that
was a
note,
good answer. That was a good
Well,
answer.
on that note,
She hasn't been in HR for 20 some odd years and then picked up a
Right.
couple of alliterations or two.
And that's not shitting on Charlotte. Charlotte's very cute and it's
Nope,
very on the come
exactly.
up.
Yes.
But it's not
It's
quite
a
there
cute-
yet.
it's a cute place.
DC would be kind of fun, but DC is like a very transient city, so it's hard to have core friends that stay there for a long time. Smithy,
and it's-
hey,
and that
Smithy,
metro,
get in-
that metro,
And it's
That metro-
and it's insular.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you move to DC, we have some community members to reach out to
Yeah.
that know what to do. But yeah, it would have to be a large area. Where would you
and you
move
know
to,
what?
Dewan?
Well, okay, so I'm gonna go back to the Ask Your Auntie question and all that. First of all, I do DEI stuff too, so
Hey.
let's share ideas and best practices and whatnot, V, because I don't know who you is, and that seems to be an issue. So let's figure that out. An issue that we don't know each other. There ain't no shade. And then also like I love the fact that V just threw in these kind of like, oh, and I did my 20-year plan and mapped out my life, and this was not a picture of my like. I love that. That kind of dedication is amazing. That I completely agree with both of you. Like, don't let a man or anyone else dictate what you do in life. If somebody moved into the building that you wanted to move into, but that's a building that you want to move into, it don't give a damn whether you had a relationship with this person or not. Do you? The more that you don't do you, the more you're going to be frustrated. So do you. Don't miss out on opportunities to make your life happy just because somebody else is there. Like Beyonce says, make your check come at they neck. Okay?
We will find a way to get Beyonce in these episodes.
Every time. Okay. So my answer to the question is, where can you go? Yes, first of all, if you're in Florida, leave. Just period. You can go anywhere. You can go to Kentucky. You can go to Utah, a state that only got 4 letters.
I'm logging off
have a
right
better
now.
life.
I'm logging
Have a better life. Have a better life than Florida. I'm sorry.
She said move to a state with 4 letters, bitch.
At least I'm from Ohio. We have 5. So, where do you go? Where do you go?
Oh my God.
Atlanta, yes. New York, absolutely. Chicago, yes. And I would also consider LA.
Yeah.
I'd also consider LA.
Yeah.
Be bi-coastal, bitch. Be near some large bodies of water.
Yeah.
Be in a community that's going to give you opportunity. And if you're in DEI work, being either in New York or on the West Coast, there are huge ass companies that are really invested in building their culture, particularly in the tech space. So I'm not suggesting that you have to leave your company. It sounds like you got the flexibility to be able to do that. Because she didn't say anything about finding a new job. I don't know if it's a she. They didn't say anything. Right? They didn't say anything. Didn't say anything about leaving their job. But in terms of longevity, you're in your 20s, and my best advice for somebody in their 20s is if you are not getting promoted every 3 years, leave.
Yep.
Leave. Yeah. So not only find a place where you can find community, but also find a place where you can have job opportunity and growth within your chosen field.
Yeah,
and also at some point in your life, whether it's sooner rather than later, you are going to be around people that you just don't like, and that could be an ex, it could be a friend. Hell, I don't even like my neighbors here, and I haven't even met them.
Or your family member, damn.
Or family. Like,
Right,
at what point do you stop?
I'm talking
making
about you, Bertha.
Who, me?
No, I'm not just playing.
Oh, I was like, I was like, wait. I was like, first I was Solange, and now I'm Bertha.
I mean,
Shout
but
out to Solange though with the
Right?
Broadway, but not the Broadway, the Philharmonic
Yes.
ballet. Anyway, this is an all over episode.
I know, all over the place. At some point, you're just going to have to stop making decisions based on someone else you think is going to determine your happiness.
Yep.
And
Yep.
like, if there was something, if this roadblock of, oh, my ex is there, oh, someone I used to be friends is there, oh, that family member I don't talk to is there. If you decided to use that as a reason to keep you from moving forward every time, where would you be in life?
Florida. No, just playing.
Yep. I was thinking the same
joking.
thing, girl.
I'm joking. Damn, we are just. This is
Damn.
crazy. No,
Damn.
no, but like.
And
Man, I
Dom is in
try to
Florida
bring
too,
some.
so he like, damn, y'all just.
But no,
shitting on my
I will
state.
say, like, I did scope out the person that sent this in. I did scope out the IG. This person is bopping. Like this, and you can tell by the way they wrote it. Like, they own it. They own
I
it.
got it.
So,
I got it, yeah.
I know this person can handle just the silliness that we're doing today.
Yeah.
But I will also say though, after moving so many times, if you want to, you will find a tribe wherever you're at. So
Yes.
if you're not capable of moving as quickly as you want to, there's going to be folks that you like even in the areas you're in. So put effort into wherever you're at as well. And if it's not there, be that leader then. Create something that brings the folks that you want to draw into your life. So,
Don't wait, create. Don't wait, create.
and procreate. No, I'm just playing. Continue to say ask your aunties. Damn, we all over the place. At aya@minoritetyreport.com or DM us. And that seems to be the way a lot of folks do it anymore. Is DMing us on one of the socials. It's the easiest way to kind of get at us. And we keep putting this out there. Send us some new questions. These are the ones with the last month or two that we keep on saying sending new questions that we're pushing ahead in the queue. Sorry. Because there's different takes on things that we haven't answered too many times on the podcast. And it doesn't mean like if you have relationship shit going on, please do send it. We want to know, especially we get into the holiday time frame here, and we know shit always pop
Cuffing
off
season?
this time of year. Cuff it, baby. That song has been in my head so heavy. It's like ridiculous.
Girl.
But continue to say yes, your aunties. Thank you.